Hi guys, it's Simon at Kairos Capital Markets. Today we're going to do part 2 of multi-time frame analysis. So the first part we did what it was about and why we do it, and now this is how we do it. So in front of me here we've got euro pound chart in front of us. We're on the monthly chart at the moment. My multi-time frame analysis works from the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So there's 5 basic time frames there of the same pair. So let's start from the highest time frames first of all. So what I can see here is a test of 90 happened just recently. We had this trend line going down here. We had 3 touches here, 1, 2, 3 touches there. And before this actually happened, we made a double bottom here. This I put the trend line in after here because it looked interesting. We then rallied above this downward sloping trend line and tested 90. So for the moment, I feel that we're going to have to come down and test this area here, somewhere around here, between 80 and 82 on the monthly chart. That's what I'm looking at. So at the moment, I feel we're bullish, but we need to pull back down to this area here. That's what this monthly chart says to me here. The weekly chart, sorry. The weekly chart, then, if I think it needs a pullback, I then need to find a trend change. What is a trend change? Very briefly, it's just a change from higher highs to higher lows, to then lower highs to lower lows. At the moment here, we are forming what could be a lower high here, which would be the first signs of a trend change on the weekly chart. So the monthly needs a pullback, the weekly needs to show a bearish signal here. It kind of shows the head and shoulder pattern, but we can look deeper into the daily for that. Again, the trend line here shows us round about maybe the weekly 50 EMA could be the next target. It could well be 82.5, 82.7. But we can try our stops. We'll have different ways of actually targeting different lows here. But definitely this trend line would be a very nice area to target for as well at the same time. So then let's go to the daily chart. In the daily chart, we'll have to show what the weekly says. So we believe the monthly is bullish but needs a pullback. The weekly we believe is also bullish but needs a pullback. So we're looking for the trend change, and the trend change will come on the daily first of all. So what we're looking for on the daily is a bearish price pattern. The clearest one here will be the head and shoulder pattern. I'm actually still waiting for 87 to be retested, and I'll go through that with you in a minute why as well. But some people have said the 50 EMA is quite good here. It could well be, but it's only been respected once here really, and the rest in maybe here in 2015. The rest is just chopped through bit by bit, not the greatest in the world. I feel this could be a bear trap, and I'll explain why, because multi-time frame analysis has helped me here. So if we're looking for, if we believe this area here is going to be the first lower high of the ultimate pullback, then we must see a confirmed bearish price pattern on the intraday. This is where it all comes back together with intraday price action here. We're going euro pound. So we've got the 4 hour chart here. We're looking for a bearish price pattern here. And unfortunately, I don't really see it. If it is, it's not the greatest. You could say this is one low, and this is the second lower low here. But there's no real proper lower high. It's just kind of just come down, come back up, and chopped around a bit. It's not the greatest. The next problem we've got as well, it's actually closed above this 848/85 area it has. And that to me kind of tells me it's not really bearish as yet. And like I said, there's no double top, there's no triangle and break and retest, there's no true bearish price pattern there. You then go down to the 1 hour chart and you can try and confirm that. And again, although we have made a lower low here, we've bounced back straight back up, and we just stopped us below the 1 hour 50. It has been respected a few times, but like I said, it's not the strongest signal. So for me, it's a trade I wouldn't take at the moment, but this is what I'm trying to look for. You're looking for clear, decent signals, you are, to actually see the price pattern change over. To give you another example now will be the dollar CAD. Now dollar CAD has actually produced beautiful tweezers on the daily here. I do believe it's bullish. I do believe this chart is bullish overall, but we're just going to break down the daily into the intraday now. So if I was to take this chart long here, it looks quite good. You've got tweezers, you've got key level, Fibonacci, you've got all the bits and bobs that you want there, so it's quite nice. But when you look down to the intraday price patterns now, Now we're looking for a bullish price pattern. We are. If we think the dollar CAD will go up from the tweezers, we look at the bullish price patterns. We can see a triple bottom there, no problem at all. But look how strong this 1 hour 50's been. It's really squeezing price now. So before I commit anything to this trade, I've got to see price come up first of all, then come back down to test the 1 hour 50. The thing you have with that is then the 4 hour 50 is in the way, and you have to determine whether the 4 hour 50 is actually strong enough or not. Now let's look at this chart right now. The 4 hour 50 doesn't really give much dynamic support or resistance at all. So here I wouldn't really be too bothered trading through it as such. But like I said though, you want to see the bullish price pattern now. So you really want to see a nice clean break above here, then come back down again. And then you can say the tweezer bottoms were confirmed, and we can take it bullish from there onwards. So there's just two examples of how you would actually trade with multi-time frame analysis in mind. And you can drill down any chart you want, you can do in this, so long as the time frames are fairly reasonably spaced out between even intervals. It's not a problem at all. So you could do, for example, the 30 minute, the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, and the 8 hour, and the daily, for example, if you want to go into that depth, and you can see what is actually happening within each chart, see what it's saying, and then trade from there onwards. That's the beauty of multi-time frame analysis. I hope it help you guys out. Any questions, just put them into the YouTube channel, or you can email me. I'll leave my email address in that one as well, Will. And yeah, I'll try and help you out as much as I can. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.